Imagine teaching a dog to sit. Pretty simple, right? Now imagine teaching that same dog to do your taxes, to write a novel and solve climate change. Sounds impossible? Well, that's roughly the difference between the AI we have today and what some believe AI could become. But how close are we to that reality where machines can think, learn, and even outsmart humans? Today, I'll explain the difference between the three game-changing levels of artificial intelligence. That's ANI, Artificial Narrow Intelligence, AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, and ASI, Artificial Superintelligence. And we'll explore where we're at now, and of course, the risks and ethical considerations that comes with it. Artificial Narrow Intelligence, or ANI for short, is also known as weak AI. So that's designed to perform specific tasks within a limited content. So the characteristics of this are where it focuses on a single task or a narrow set of related tasks, operates within predefined parameters and constraints set by humans, and lacks self-awareness and consciousness. So examples of this are the virtual assistants we currently have like Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant, which exemplify ANI. They excel at specific tasks like setting reminders or answering basic questions. For instance, you can ask Alexa to set a reminder for 30 minutes while cooking, and it will do that accurately. Another is image recognition. So artificial narrow intelligence powers facial recognition systems in smartphones or security cameras, as you know. When you unlock your iPhone using Face ID, it's using ANI to analyze your facial features and compare them to the stored data. So this system is highly efficient at this specific task, but can't really use that same capability to recognize emotions or predict behavior yet. And there's also recommendation systems. So Netflix recommendation algorithm is an ANI system. It analyzes your viewing history, ratings, and preferences to suggest movies and TV shows you might enjoy, right? While it's excellent at predicting your entertainment preferences, it can't use that knowledge to recommend books or music, as it's designed specifically for video content. So what's the current status we're at with ANI? Well, ANI, or Artificial Narrow Intelligence, is currently widely used in various applications today, as cited by those examples I just gave you. So the next level is Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI for short. It's also called strong AI, and this refers to AI systems that can perform any intellectual task that any human on this earth can do, okay? They can understand, learn, and apply knowledge across various domains or various subject matter areas. And they can also demonstrate abstract thinking, common sense, and problem-solving skills, just like humans. So examples of this might be a multi-talented AI assistant. So imagine an AI system that could seamlessly switch between tasks like a human. So, for example, in the morning, it could analyze your health data and suggest a personalized workout routine. By midday, it could assist in your work by writing reports, analyzing market trends, and even coding software. And in the evening, it might compose a piece of music or write poetry based on your mood, or engage in a deep philosophical discussion about the nature of consciousness. Another example would be an adaptive robot. So picture a robot that you bring home with you with no specific programming. So it would observe how you fold laundry once and then can replicate that task perfectly. The next day, without any additional input, it figures out how to load the dishwasher, prepare a simple meal, and even start learning your native language just by listening to you speak, including any nuances or slang that you might introduce. So this ability to learn, adapt, and apply knowledge across various tasks is a key feature of AGI. So what's the current status with AGI? Well, we're not there yet. While significant progress has been made in AI development, particularly with multimodal systems and large language models, for example, GPT-4 has demonstrated impressive capabilities across various domains and subject areas. In 2023, multimodal models emerged, capable of processing and generating multiple types of data like text, audio, and images. And of course, in 2024, OpenAI released o1 Preview, introducing models that spend more time thinking before they respond, as they say, representing kind of a new paradigm in AI development. So these advancements led some researchers to view these as early, incomplete versions of AGI. So current AI technologies are still considered narrow AI, okay, rather than AGI, okay, artificial general intelligence, because they still lack the general problem solving abilities and characteristics of artificial general intelligence. So despite these advancements, true AI remains theoretical and has not been realized yet. So I can't talk about artificial general intelligence without talking about some of the biggest challenges that we will face. So looking at the potential risks it poses, if we're not careful, AGI could become uncontrollable and its decision-making processes could be even unpredictable and even harmful to humans. There may also be ethical considerations and questions such as job displacement and biased decision-making depending on the data it's trained on and whose hands it gets into. Another challenge is the potential lack of transparency in AGI systems. And what I mean by that is making it difficult to understand how they arrived at their conclusions. What's their source, right, of their information or their logic. Additionally, there's the issue of accountability. So who would be responsible if an AGI system were to cause harm? Imagine a self-driving car, for example, that gets into an accident. How do we know what went wrong? How do we hold the robot accountable for this? Furthermore, the development of AGI raises important questions about the potential impact on society. So, would AGI systems prioritize human well-being, or would they be designed to serve other interests? These are crucial questions that need to be addressed as we move forward with AGI development. Another challenge with determining when AGI has been actually achieved is the lack of a clear, universally accepted definition of what that is. So some key points on this issue might be the concept of AGI that's continuously being redefined as AI capabilities advance with fast-moving technology. Okay, that goalpost is potentially moving around very quickly. There's ongoing debate by the experts about how to measure and benchmark AGI progress as a result. So some researchers are working on developing classification systems or levels for AGI, which is good, similar to how autonomous driving capabilities are categorized. So what about the timeline for AGI? Well, this is subject to ongoing debate amongst experts. So many researchers believe AGI could occur around 2050, though some think it could actually happen sooner. So recent advancements have led some prominent figures to update their predictions, like Geoffrey Hinton suggested in 2023 that AGI could take about 5 to 20 years. Demis Hassabis of DeepMind expects AGI within a decade or even a few years. And Jensen Huang, CEO of NVIDIA, stated in March 2024 his expectation that AI would match human capabilities on any test within 5 years, okay? As you can see, it's important to note that there's no consensus on the timeline, and some researchers believe it could take much longer or may never be achieved. What do you think? Put that down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. What about artificial superintelligence, or ASI for short? This is a hypothetical form of AI that surpasses human intelligence in virtually all aspects. It's also called singularity. So the characteristics of ASI are where it exceeds human cognitive abilities in all domains. Some controversial characteristics or debated characteristics are, is it going to be self-aware and conscious? While often associated with ASI, these traits are still debated amongst experts. It's not exactly certain that ASI would necessarily be self-aware or conscious in the way humans understand these concepts. Another controversial characteristic about ASI might be whether it can develop its own emotions, beliefs, and desires. The development of these human-like traits in ASI is speculative and actually unclear whether an ASI would develop emotions. What do you think about this? Examples here might be an ASI that is a global problem solver. So you can see we're talking big thinking here. Envisage an AI system that can analyze the entirety of human knowledge, global data, and complex systems to propose solutions to grand challenges. It might theoretically develop a comprehensive plan to reverse climate change, for instance, considering factors humans might overlook, like subtle interactions between ocean currents, atmospheric composition, and potentially global economic systems. This AI could potentially design new clean energy technologies beyond current understanding, okay? And what about the medical breakthroughs that ASI might give us? So consider an ASI focused on medical research. It could analyze potentially the human genome, protein folding and cellular interactions at a level far beyond any human comprehension. This AI might potentially design personalized treatments for every individual on the planet, and it may potentially predict and prevent diseases before they occur, revolutionizing healthcare in ways that we can barely imagine. So I imagine how great that would be. To me, it still feels very far off, but with the advancements that are happening in AI at the moment, well, who knows what's going to happen? People might be most worried about, and rightly so, might be that it poses an existential threat. So what that actually means is that it's a threat to humanity's survival or existence. That's pretty extreme, huh? So if the goals of ASI are not perfectly aligned to human values, then who knows what might be happening here? Uncontrollable development. Once created, ASI might rapidly improve itself beyond human comprehension or control, because the feature of all this is that artificial intelligence will be able to create other artificial intelligences, and so on it goes, leading to unpredictable outcomes. So ASI's decision-making processes could lead to unforeseen and potentially catastrophic consequences due to its superior intelligence. And what about power concentration? So the development of ASI could lead to extreme concentration of power in the hands of the wrong people who control it. So have a think about that one. And of course, the ethical concerns which come with all of this. So ASI's superior capabilities might reduce human autonomy or initiative or independence in decision making across various domains. So will humans, when ASI gets here, need to be creative in problem solving at all? Who knows? So moral status, questions might arise about the moral status and potential rights of a super intelligent entity. Accountability, again, just like AGI, determining the responsibility for ASI's actions becomes extremely complex, especially when there's harm involved. There might be bias amplification, where ASI could potentially amplify existing biases on an unprecedented scale. So a particular artificial intelligence might proceed in a way that biases certain people with a socio-economic stance in society, or a racial profiling, who knows? Human value alignment, well, ensuring AI's goals and actions align with the human values that we possess is a significant challenge. Is there any guarantee that it is going to be aligned in the future? Ethical decision making, programming human ethics into ASI is problematic due to the lack of universal moral codes. Food for thought. Mass job displacements. ASI could lead to widespread unemployment across all sectors, including high-skilled jobs. But of course, you could always argue with that one that it's also going to create millions of jobs, okay, to move things to the next level, not unlike when the Industrial Revolution happened in the UK, when people went from farming to industrial work. Weaponization, the potential for ASI to be used in warfare or as a weapon itself, poses a serious ethical dilemma. And what about the long-term impact on human evolution? So ASI's influence could fundamentally alter the course of human development and evolution based on all of the things that we talked about above. So these risks and ethical concerns specific to ASI highlight the importance of careful consideration and robust safeguards in the theoretical development of superintelligent systems. So the extreme capabilities of ASI make these issues more acute compared to current AI or even potential AGI systems. So a timeline for artificial superintelligence or ASI, well, of course, as you might have guessed, there's no clear consensus on when we might achieve artificial superintelligence. However, I can summarize some key points about potential timelines for ASI based on what the experts have said. So it's all highly speculative, right? Predicting the timeline for ASI is a little bit impossible at this stage, as we've not yet achieved artificial general intelligence or AGI, which is considered the precursor to ASI. There's been a wide range of predictions, so the expert opinions on the ASI timelines, as you guessed, will vary widely. For instance, some of the optimistic predictions, like SoftBank CEO Masayoshi Son, suggest ASI could be achieved in as little as 10 years, around 2033 to 2034. I don't know, what do you think about that? I'm not sure about that one. The mid-range prediction, others estimate AGI might be achieved by 2045, with ASI following shortly after due to rapid recursive improvements. I don't know, what do you think about that one as well? And conservative estimates, some experts believe AGI and subsequently ASI might not be achieved until the late 21st century or beyond 2100, okay? So there's a bit of skepticism amongst some experts, as you would imagine, about whether ASI will ever be fully realized, citing insurmountable ethical and technical barriers that it would face. And of course, the technological factors, the timeline for ASI development may be influenced by advancements in computing power, example, quantum computing, neural network breakthroughs, and data availability and processing capabilities. So there's a lot of dependencies there. So in summary, it's important to note that these predictions are highly uncertain and subject to change as our understanding of AI and cognitive science evolves. So to wrap it up, these three types of AI, ANI, AGI, and ASI, can be seen as a progression of artificial intelligence capabilities, where ANI, which is currently what we've achieved, is or are the specialized systems that excel at specific tasks. AGI, in the future, are systems that can match human level intelligence across various domains and subject matters. And lastly, artificial superintelligence or ASI is the theoretical future, okay? Systems that surpass human intelligence in all aspects. This is where we're getting to the sci-fi areas. And let's not forget that AGI and ASI remain a subject of intense research and debate in the scientific community. where it's crucial to consider both the risks and ethical considerations in its development. So this is a pretty hot topic and a pretty controversial one. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on different aspects of these levels of artificial intelligence. So just whack some comments down below and let's have a discussion about it further. So if you liked this video and you learned something today, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Digital Skills with Andrew, and share with people that you think might benefit from this and other videos I have on the channel. And until the next video, stay informed.